Wayne and Gray Dog and I were up late sitting around a wood stove at the Lame Deer commune in northern New Mexico. And when the kerosene lamp started to flicker, Wayne said, "Boys, I have concluded there has to be more to life than hanging around a dirt floor adobe. Fortunately, I have a plan. But if I can only find the right two guys." 3 days later, 100 miles away, we walked up to the front desk of the Kiva Lodge carrying our guitars and introduced ourselves. "We're Quicksilver Messenger Service. We're here to check in." When we got to the room, Wayne was grinning. "I told you it would be easy. How do you like the rock star life so far?" "Man," I said, "I really like this shower. Plenty of hot water to go around. And we didn't have to chop any wood to heat it up. We are a long way from Lame Deer." Gray Dog was carefully rolling up a joint of Michoacan. "So, Wayne, where's this bar you keep talking about?" Took a couple of minutes for my eyes to adjust when we stepped into the dark saloon out of the bright desert sunlight. I had to check the mirror behind the bar to make sure Wyatt Earp wasn't following us through the door. Guillaume, the bartender, was from Louisiana, and he was happy to make your acquaintance. You know, we don't get many real celebrities through here. Say, you wouldn't happen to be Nicky Hopkins? Gray Dog didn't miss a beat, going on about how he played with the Stones. Don't we in here the fast life can get to you, but then I hear these blokes were thinking of adding some keyboards, and we jammed together at the whiskey. And Wayne picked up a slick paper travel pamphlet from a stack beside the cash register. "Ah, the great Southwest." He gazed around the dark saloon. "Wide open spaces." When we got back to the room, Wayne started making plans for the tour. Now the key to this whole enterprise is not to stay in one place for long enough that we burn anybody for enough that they'll come looking for us. And if we stick with that, we could go on indefinitely. This is my best plan yet. The next day, Gray Dog went out for a walk while Wayne and I sat in our room jamming Spoonful and all those songs. No, we weren't half bad. If you'd been strolling by and heard us through the wall, you could have thought it was somebody. Then the door flew open and Gray Dog ran in. "They're here." Could you be a little more specific? "Quicksilver, they're here." This could be a problem. Let me think. "We'll catch the first bus out of town." So we counted up our money. "We'll wait until dark and hitchhike." Gray Dog sat down and rolled another joint. Wayne turned on the TV, and we stared at Death Valley days, and then Tombstone territory, and I just couldn't take it anymore. "Listen, I gotta go check things out. Don't let anybody see you." I went down and took a seat at the bar. I figured if the jig was up, Guillaume would at least be fair and give us a head start. "So, you just missed a couple of your friends. Pleasant fellas. I tell you, those guys in that Big Brother band, they got even longer hair than you do." "Big Brother? How they doing?" "They seem pretty cheerful." "Yeah, they're nice guys. That's just what they say about you." Guillaume set a stack of quarters on the bar in front of him. "Play D6 for me, would you? And whatever you like." I picked some Fats Domino and George Jones, made my way back across the room as a lone guitar played and a girl with a sweet, sad voice sang about April in Paris. Barney Kessel really knows his way around the guitar. Yeah, there's a lot of music I just don't know much about. It's endless. "So what do you think about doing when this gig runs out?" "Oh, I don't know. Head south, maybe? You should be all right. You put a little away. It's not like you're running through anybody's money like water around here. Yours or the record company's or whoever's picking up the tab. The next afternoon, I was on my regular stool contemplating my first beer. I pulled off my dime store wraparound shades and noticed that one of the tarps on some furniture in the corner had been pulled away to reveal an old upright piano. Guillaume poured out a shot of Hornitos for himself and one for Grey Dog. That it's kind of beat up, but it's got something. And it's in tune. I heard Grey Dog's stool slide back. I got ready to follow him out the door. He walked over to the piano, he sat down, and he started to play. I asked him later why he never said anything about playing the piano. He said, "Oh, I really thought that was all behind me." Well, small town, word got around, people started coming in to hear Grey Dog play. Got a cigar box and made a sign that said, "Gratuities." And he'd count up his money at the end of the night and give half of it to Guillaume. A few days later, Wayne called a band meeting. "Boy, things are getting a little perfect around here, and that means trouble's right around the corner. It's time to saddle up and mosey on to Telluride or Record." You know what, Wayne, I think we should talk this over and decide what each of us wants to do. Now look, Grey Dog, this is my band. Well, maybe there really isn't a band, but there is a plan and it's mine. What, guys, this train is rolling, get on board. Yes, well, you know, Wayne, I've been thinking about talking actually to Guillaume. He suggested if I want to stick around, maybe sweep up, could play piano on the weekend. I'm thinking of taking him up on it. Wayne was flabbergasted. You know, someday somebody's going to come along who can tell the difference between an English accent and a New Zealand accent. And then, where are you going to be? Well, for myself personally, I was getting a little tired of our rock star life. I told the guys that on Sunday, I was going to hitch back out to Reindeer. Saturday night came. Grey Dog was playing, the place was packed. Wayne just sat at our table getting quieter and quieter, playing with a heavy glass ashtray and flashing reflections around the room. Halfway through the second set, he got up and he walked to the middle of the floor and started talking to himself in the mirror behind the bar. Gratuities. The Gratuities. That is a stupid name for a band. And he threw the ashtray straight at his reflection. And Guillaume was like an alley cat, stretched flat from the far end of the bar. He caught the ashtray in midair. He looked at Wayne, who was still trying to figure out why his reflection was still looking back at him. And he looked at me, and I took Wayne by the arm and walked him out the door. I woke up the next afternoon with a headache. Wayne was snoring. I went down and stuck my head into the door of the bar. Grey Dog was playing some gospel blues. And Guillaume was reading a slick paper travel pamphlet, Discover Beautiful New Zealand. He poured out 3 shots of Hornitos. After a couple of minutes, I said, "Man, that was some catch last night. That was like Jesus Alou or something." No, I was never that good, right? I played minor league ball, a couple seasons, Shreveport, but I never got scouted. Or if I did, I didn't know it. But I always loved to play. I always loved to play.